All right, look at this is the G Moving Plots pre-video here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get numbers off of your paper tape. Okay. Now, what you did to get this paper tape was you put the paper tape through a tape timer. You sped it up for about a half a meter. You let it coast for probably more than a half a meter. Okay, coast to a halt. Your tape is longer than a meter, shorter than 2 meters. Although I don't care if you want to do 3 meters, that's fine, right? Your tape at the beginning has dots close together, and at the end has dots that are close together, right? Close together means it's going slowly, and in the middle the dots are farther apart, right? So you're going to get a graph of this car speeding up and then slowing down. It's going to be one of the most beautiful graphs you've ever made. So let me show you how to do it, okay? You are going to take a meter stick like this, and we're just going to simply get measurements directly off of this thing, okay? So let me show you. The first thing we got to do is we've got to mark this tape, okay? So if you look at the directions say mark off every 6th dot. So find the first dot and then mark every 6 dots. And the reason why we're doing every 6 dots is that it makes 60 marks per second. 6/60ths of a second is 0.1 of a second, and 0.1 is a number that's really easy to put into spreadsheets. Okay, so we're going to mark off. The directions say mark the first dot and then mark every 6th dot thereafter, right? Okay, so here we go. Now it's up to you where you decide the first dot is. I would be, on this thing it kind of got crazy there until it got to this point, so I'm going to say that's my first dot. Okay. And the reason is that I don't feel like counting all those dots, okay? All those ones there. So we're just going to pretend that that's the beginning of this thing. And now I'm just going to count every 6 dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is right there. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that guy right there? All right, there he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is that guy right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is this guy. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will drive you mad. You will go mad. Okay, here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting a little farther apart there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is getting a little easier, right? This will go pretty fast, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice that these things are getting farther apart too, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you understand that we're going to do every 6th dot. Okay, so there are those dots. I'm going to say that that's the first dot right there. Okay, and now I'm going to measure those things. Okay, so when you measure this, what you want to do, and I'll zoom back in. Okay, I'm going to tape it down here, but let me just show you this. Okay, when you measure this thing, let's zoom in. Unnecessary zoom. Pull up, red leader. All right, there we go. Okay, when you measure this thing, you're going to tape this piece of paper tape down. You're going to tape this ruler down. But what I'm doing is I'm actually marking where these marks fall on the meter stick, what that is, right? That's 1, that's 2, and then you want to measure it down to decimal places, right? Ultimately, that's what I'm going to do. But let me zoom back out so that you can see this and you can see the data table I'm making. Okay, so I think that's far enough. Let's tape this thing down here. Okay. So you want to tape the tape down, the paper tape, right? Like this. Okay, and then you also want to tape the ruler down. So get the ruler right along next to it and tape that guy down. Because if the ruler or the tape moves while you're doing this, you will go crazy. Okay? Now we're going to make a data table here. And the data table is going to go time in seconds, right? And then this will be position, and that's in centimeters. Okay? My times will be, well, because every tick is 1/10 of a second, my times will be 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, and so on, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. My first position is going to be 0, okay? And then to measure this, you actually have to put your head like right straight over that thing and go, okay, my first dot is at 1.0. My second dot is at 2.1. My third dot is at 3.2. My fourth dot is at, and you really want to look at it like that, right? My fourth dot is at 4.4. My next dot is at 5.9. So I'm finding where those dots fall on this meter stick there. Okay, the next one is falling at 7.7. Next one is at 9.4, right? And then 0.8, 0.9, 1.0, etc. Right? Okay, so let's see. The next one is at 11.4. The next one is at 13.6. The next one is at 15.8. Okay, so when you write these things down, right, you want to write them down and you want to give everything, you want to measure the smallest thing, right? The smallest thing is the millimeters, okay? And write it down centimeters, decimal, millimeters, okay? The next video that's on the website will show you actually how to put that into a spreadsheet, make graphs, do tangent lines, do all sorts of crazy stuff with this, okay? But once you have, you'll need this data. Don't do anything else on the paper. Don't calculate anything with your calculator. We're going to do that all in a spreadsheet, okay?